The historian Herodotus and the scholar Callimachus of Cyrene made an early list of 7 wonders. Their writings no longer exist, except as references. The 7 wonders of the ancient world were a selection of exceptional pieces of architecture and art in the Middle East, North Africa, and Southern Europe. Even the classic 7 wonders have not survived except one, the Pyramid and the Sphinx at Giza. The classic 7 wonders were Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Statue of Zeus at Olympia, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, Colossus of Rhodes. Hello friends, welcome to our channel, All is Travel. If you love traveling, please like the video. Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to never miss a video. The Great Pyramid at Giza. At Giza stands the Sphinx and 3 famous pyramids, the oldest and largest of which was built between 2700 BC and 2500 BC by King Khufu. This enormous monument, a tomb built to protect the king's body, and the treasures buried with him, is the most expensive monument a man has ever built to himself. The Great Pyramid was 481 feet tall when it was first completed, but today, due to the loss of some of its stones, it stands 455 feet high. The interior of the pyramid contains a system of passageways leading to a grand gallery that travels up towards a room with an empty sarcophagus, often called the King's Chamber. The Temple of Artemis. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, in what is now Turkey, was built in the 60th century BC. It was set ablaze around 356 BC, supposedly by a man named Herostratus who sought fame. In any case, the temple was rebuilt. The temple was destroyed by the goat in 262 AD. It's questionable whether Herostratus actually burned the temple. Emendorfer wrote, noting that people may have been searching for a scapegoat, not wanting to believe that a lightning strike could have destroyed the goddess's temple. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, the greatest character of Babylonian history, built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon to please his wife, who had disliked the bareness of her new home. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, dedicated to the planet Venus, rose above them in 5 tiers, each 50 feet above the next, each tier planted with fabulous trees and flower. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. When Mausolus, king of Caria, died in 353 BC, his wife Artemisia built a great marble tomb at Halicarnassus in the 4th century BC. The modern word mausoleum, which means a building used as a tomb, comes from the name Mausolus, for whom this wonder of the world was named. The largest amphitheater ever built, it was constructed from sand and stone over 8 years, from AD 72 to AD 80. The mausoleum retained its grandeur for nearly 1,800 years until earthquakes in the 15th century destroyed part of the structure. Eventually, nearly all of the stone was taken away to be used in nearby building projects, particularly for a crusader castle. The Statue of Zeus. Built in the 5th century, the Statue of Zeus at Olympia in the Peloponnesus was made of marble and decorated with ivory and beaten gold. The statue was 40 feet high and depicted Zeus sitting regally on his throne. Unfortunately, the statue no longer exists. Earlier, the statue had been transported by wealthy Greeks to a palace in Constantinople. There, it survived until it was destroyed by a severe fire in 462 CE. Today nothing remains at the site of the old temple except rocks and debris, the foundation of the buildings, and fallen columns. Colossus of Rhodes. The Colossus of Rhodes, an immense statue depicting the Greek sun god Helios, was constructed on Rhodes, an island off the coast of modern-day Turkey, around 280 BC, and collapsed during an earthquake in 226 BC. It was a bronze statue of Apollo, 100 feet high. The statue was actually built with an iron frame like a skeleton over which the Rhodians placed carved and sculptured brass plates to create the outer structure of Helios, creating his muscle and skin. The Colossus of Rhodes was dedicated to the sun. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was built around the 3rd century BC at the port of an Egyptian city, named after Alexander. The summit was an open place, surrounded by bronze column, where a fire burned at night, fed by wood. The most legendary feature of the Lighthouse of Alexandria was gigantic mirror which either reflected the sun's rays or the fire by night, up to 150 miles out at sea. Considering that 6 of the 7 wonders of the ancient world do not exist anymore, a company called New 7 Wonders took upon itself to figure out the new 7 wonders of the modern world.